Brer Fox stole my favorite brand new baseball hat on Splash Mountain, and it was pulverized by the briar patch. I was so sad, but not anymore. The sweetest, smartest, geekiest daughter in the world saved the day by buying me a new one and shipping it up to me. I'm ready now to go geekin' on Walt Disney World. Welcome to the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This is your co-host, Curtis Stone. We're on episode 56, and I've got on the Skype the smartest, cutest, sweetest daughter in the world, Lindsay.
Hello again.
Hello, Lindsay. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm lounging in my living room down in Disney World.
Yes. Are you enjoying Disney World?
I am getting the most of it.
Well, Lindsay, on episode 56, let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to first cover some of the first things that I did. These were things that I had never done before in all the times going on to Disney World. And I've got about 20 of those from our last trip, if you can believe it.
Wow, that's a lot.
And I know you've got a couple things that you've done now that you're living there and get more of an opportunity to do things.
Yep.
We'll cover some of yours. And this is a little cover time because I am going to finish off with some of the live reporting, the last and final part 4 of the live trip reporting from the February 2015 trip. And that
people love.
Yes, I'm getting great feedback from that. I have heard from several people, and I love getting feedback, especially when it's positive. That has been a lot of fun. Okay, Lindsay, I've been trying something like a mission statement, or I would call it a tagline, so when people listen to our show, they get an idea right up front what we're all about.
Sounds good.
And I've been working on it. Let me run this by you and see what you think. So our goal is to transport you, the listener, in your mind back to Walt Disney World if you've ever made that trip before. If you're researching or planning a trip, we'll help you by sharing our experiences and opinions as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. My hope is that we can make your drive to work or housework more enjoyable and educational as we explore trip reports with our listeners, top 5 lists, and chats with experts like authors, bloggers, and fellow podcasters. What do you think?
I think it's a great start.
We got to work on it?
A little bit. Condense it a little bit, but it's good. I like it.
Right. I know it should be a little more than a paragraph. And I think we are, I really don't know, but I think we are one of the only father-daughter podcasters, and I think that's pretty special, at least for Disney World, because we have great relationship.
I know, which most people don't have, so we're very fortunate.
Yeah. All right, Lindsay, and you know what I wanted to mention too? I like to give a shout out to the community, and I was laughing like crazy this morning, early in the morning too. And I liked something on Facebook from Jeanette Lynn, who is a listener of ours.
Okay.
And she had put into Facebook, just used my boobs to get out of a speeding ticket.
Kind of inappropriate.
Yeah, it got my attention and I liked it on Facebook. But then she sent me a direct message saying that she tricked me. And anyone else who tried to comment on that or like it, and that it was a breast cancer awareness game. And I fell for it. And so now I have to reciprocate this little trick amongst my Facebook fans. And by the time someone listens to this podcast, I would already have done that. And I have to put out some kind of outrageous statement out there for someone to make a comment on.
Oh my gosh.
It was fun. I told her my boob obsession got the best of me again. Hey, I'm a guy. What can I say?
Oh, Dad.
Too much information, right?
Too much information. Thank you very much.
Well, anyways, that wasn't Disney World related, but it's the kind of fun we have with our listeners anyway. I can cut that out. I can cut that out. All right. Let's get into this list of firsts from some experienced Disney World. It's so cool that you can go down there and still find things that are first. Sometimes I make them my must-dos. A couple of these were must-dos that I definitely wanted to do. And some of them, I think, sort of just happened. Which is really cool. And, we've kind of done a lot of the new things, but wait till you see the things that I came up with. But I know you've been going to the parks last few days.
Yes, I have.
And I'd like to know if you've had any firsts that you've never done before.
Yeah, I've been trying to do new things every time I go because I'm here for so long that it's like I can really stop, take my time, and try things and know that I can get back to my favorites,
Right.
But so one of my favorite things to test out are the drinks at Epcot. Woohoo! Because I'm 21.
Right.
You wouldn't expect anything else. But my last trip to Epcot, I actually went around the World Showcase the opposite way of what I usually do, and I ended up starting in France.
Okay.
And I had a wonderful pink grapefruit champagne sparkling wine in France in that little wine shop. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the one that's right outside of the quick service.
Right.
In the back of the France Pavilion.
It's in the shops part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a good pour, a good size. I don't remember exactly how many ounces, but it was delicious and refreshing. Chilled, obviously, and it was great. So that was brand new, and I definitely have to go back and get that one again.
Very good.
It was just a pink grapefruit is what it was called. I don't remember the brand name.
Sounds yummy.
It was very yummy. Exactly what I needed.
You have more?
Yeah, I have a bunch more, actually.
Are we going to kind of trade off a little bit? I got like 20.
I could just start with my drinks. I only have two more, actually, from that trip.
Okay.
I think I mentioned in the last podcast was one of my new favorites. It's the Tokyo Sunset from Japan.
Right.
Which is rum, pineapple juice, and peach. Very light, very yummy. And then also I tried the plum wine from Japan, which you can get pretty much all over the pavilion.
Yep.
It was very interesting. Not something I'll probably buy again, but
interesting.
It was good to try. Like, it wasn't disgusting, but it was nice to try because I'd never had anything like it before.
Yeah, you're experimenting, huh?
Yeah. So next time, I think my next point to try is Italy. So yes.
Well, I'll add just to get the conversation. Mom and I had a lemon margarita. I don't know if that's the exact name of it, but it's lemon, and it's a margarita in Italy.
Oh, okay.
We were on that side. I'm trying to remember if we maybe somehow didn't do the Mexican margarita that time, so we were on the opposite side, and we tried that. It's a little smaller than the Mexican margarita. And it's lemon instead of lime, but it was very good. We had to actually, before we sat down to watch the new Italian show, entertainment there, the flag and music show that's there, which was another first, and I'll get into that too. Did you want to add another one?
I'm trying to think what else I did that day. But no, I do have another food item that I actually tried today.
Oh, okay.
I was in Magic Kingdom early this morning, and I went and rode Space Mountain, and I was looking for something to eat because I didn't eat breakfast. But I was also looking for like a coffee, so I was thinking I might go to Starbucks, but instead I walked into Auntie Gravity's. And I ended up with a French vanilla iced coffee float.
And where's Auntie Gravity's?
Auntie Gravity's is right next to Mickey's Star Traders. So it's if you were to leave Space Mountain, it's literally straight ahead on your right-hand side.
Okay.
And it was great. And actually, I was later at the Sunshine Tree Terrace, where they have the Dole Whips now.
Yep.
They also sell it there. So it's extremely sweet. So if you like coffee with lots of sugar, you would like it because it was French vanilla.
Yeah.
And the ice cream was delicious. So it was a good sized portion too, like an actual coffee with ice cream. So it was great. And only $4, I think. So.
Only, yeah, very good. All right, Lindsay. So I'm going to start from the top of my list, and this was just stuff that I rolled off my head as I was brainstorming.
Mm-hmm.
But staying at Pop Century was the first time, and also that being the first time we ever have stayed at a value resort.
Yes, besides the downtown Disney area, which doesn't really count.
Right, they're comparable, I guess, in terms of cost, because when you were little on our very first trips, we stayed at downtown Disney, but now we have stayed basically at every possible resort level inside the bubble of Disney World. And we're going to do a show that does a lot of comparison about these resort options for sure. I don't know if it'll be a whole show, but we're definitely going to get into that review. And that also includes trying out the food court over there.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Because I actually never got to visit that.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah.
No, I did not.
I thought it was good. Yeah, I mean, they're some good options, and it was fine. I mean, I like to try different things, and the food courts I think are, really good. Just like everything at Disney, there's always, a little something there. It's not totally just burgers and fries everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something in particular that I can't think of anything that really jumps out at me right now. But
what size was it? Like, was it like a Contempo Cafe size, or more like a Sunshine Seasons, or?
Yeah, so it was more like a Sunshine. Yeah, I would say like Sunshine Seasons down in Epcot. There.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a very good comparison. And another first, I got my hair cut at Magic Kingdom, and that was totally unexpected. We went into Magic Kingdom. That was the first day, right? You and I had arrived from driving down.
Yep. Saturday, we were just driven like 6 hours, and we drove right to Magic Kingdom.
We checked into the hotel first.
Yeah, and then we went right over to Magic Kingdom.
And you had wanted to go check out the card collecting over at the Firehouse for the game.
The Sorcerer's Magic Kingdom, which I will talk about shortly.
Right. And you went over to check that out just to get more cards, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the barbershop was right there. I went in. It was about 3:30, I want to say, in the afternoon, and they were closing up at 4. Yep. And I asked them for the contact or phone number that I could call to maybe make a reservation to get my hair cut. And then I walked out, and the chairs were full. There were a couple of people waiting outside. And then it dawned on me, maybe I could get my hair cut today, like right now. We had a fast pass to see Mickey Mouse, and that's going to be my next one to talk about too, because that was a first. But and then she said, I think we might. And I ended up being the very last haircut of the day, and I was so glad to get my hair cut. I got it, buzzed really tight, and it was just good to have it done for vacation finally.
She was wonderful too, the cast member who helped you.
We talked about your college program, and she gave us some inside secret. Well, she waited till the kids got out of the barbershop, and then she was telling us how she works and some of the things. So they were getting ready to close actually the barbershop for the following week. Yeah. And they were going to do some renovations there.
It's still under renovation right now as we speak.
There you go. All right. Did you have another one you wanted to add? Why don't you add your other one?
Well, I just wanted to say today I was in the Magic Kingdom, like I said, and my main goal today was actually to work on my Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom game and hopefully finish it up, which I did. My first round of the game I finally finished, which I think I started in June last year when we went for your anniversary. Right. And I picked up my cards this morning, and I went and I did 3 different games. So like a game is one villain. Okay. So there's 7 total, and I finished 3, and then I had the battle with Hades. And of course I won. It's actually, because on easy mode, it's how everyone starts, is on easy mode. Okay. So I won, and I went back to the Firehouse, and I started a brand new game on medium, which is a totally different kind of game than what anyone who hasn't actually played the game is like. It's totally different. It's a different kind of game because now you actually have to use strategy to defeat the villains. You will not automatically beat them. Okay. So I'm very excited about that. I bought a trading card book so I keep my cards in so I can keep them in order so I can find out which cards will work best against which villains. And really get more out of this game, and I'll give you an update on my review of the game as I actually start playing it.
Yeah.
Because really, those first 7 villains, it's just the beginning because it's really not an actual game until you get to the medium and hard levels.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so involved. It's got some complexity to it. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Like, you will not always win, which is crazy because we were laughing about that in our last time we talked about how it seems like you always win, and it's not the case.
Well, the stations are all the same, right? But they just change the game up based on the cards that you show it.
Well, it's like the locations. Yeah, they're all the same, but they can show any video. All those stations.
Yeah, that's
so they. Awesome. And it's random where it sends you, sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
In that land, it's random where they send you, but yeah, I'm very excited about it. I'm really, really enjoying it, and it's just me playing too. So you have to understand that it's not as stressful because I'm not dragging a whole group of people behind me.
Right.
It's definitely a lot easier to play when the crowd levels are low, like they were today, because otherwise there are lines.
Yeah, then you'd have to wait for it. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move along. So one of my must-dos this trip was to get a cheese-filled pretzel somewhere, somehow. There's a couple different ones. There's a cream cheese. It's like a sweet cream cheese. And there's a cheese and jalapeno. And I was able to try them both. And the cream cheese is really sweet, actually.
Yeah. Which one was your favorite? Because I only had one.
Ooh. I'm going to go, the cheese jalapeno one didn't really have a lot of jalapeno. I think I'll go with that one because I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big sweets one, but they were both very good.
Yeah, see, I liked the, I don't really care for jalapeno, so I didn't even try that one. But I tried the cream cheese one, and it's not at all what I was expecting because I was expecting more of a savory pretzel, like more like how a bagel would taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was actually a sweet pretzel. When I say cream cheese, it was cream cheese with sugar. It's not like it's not like cream cheese you get out of the package. It's a sugared cream cheese.
That's right.
So it wasn't what I was expecting. Not exactly what I wanted at that moment when I was expecting a pretzel.
But
it wasn't bad.
Okay, moving right along. We did some Art of Animation recon where Mom and I walked over. There's a bridge in between the Pop Century. There's a big lake. Do that. Yeah, there's a big lake there that separates the two resorts. And I would say, how do I explain this? The two resorts, I don't want to say they're identical, but their layout is just about exactly the same.
Okay.
Except for the rooms, I'm sure are different. But, there's the buildings. I think Judy actually told me that there's a building on each end that are a little bigger, makes the property a little bigger at Art of Animation. But the food court and the main building there was pretty much about the same. But the food court, I felt, we went in there for dinner one night, and I think the food court's a little bit better. I believe that. Yeah, a Turf and Turf burger, which I learned afterward is quite famous, and people really like that.
Turf and Turf?
Turf and Turf. It was a crab cake patty with fried shrimp on it.
Turf and Turf.
Yeah, they call it Turf and Turf. Yeah, and I think the food court was just the food selections were a little bit better over there, but that was fun to walk over that bridge and again do a little recon, check out the Art of Animation.
It does sound fun.
All right, well, I mentioned this already that we went to see Mickey Mouse that first day, but the first of it, I had met him before there. Mom did actually got some great pictures with me and Mom over there one time when we were we came over there after the Polynesian.
But that was Sorcerer Mickey, wasn't it? Or was it regular Mickey? It
was regular Mickey. It's in his office. It's right across from the city hall.
Yeah, but now it's completely different because it's not regular Mickey anymore.
Right? It's speaking Mickey.
It's Mickey the Magician.
And he's talking Mickey.
Yes.
He talks to you and he's very cute. He says cheese and fromage. And can we take out a picture?
Provolone.
He was a lot of fun.
And he asked to take a picture with you. You don't ask him. He asks you.
Right. And I think he was saying congratulations because we told him that you were in the college.
You told him.
I did, yeah. I think that was great. I'm glad we did that. Nice part on yours to get a fast pass for that.
Yep.
We were like second in line.
Yeah, we were.
All right. Next, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Epcot Entertainment. I made a point to check out all 4 of the new shows. Is that what you want to call them? Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Now I'm going to go by this a little fast. Of course, we've talked in nauseum of the Canadian replacement,
Oh, it's so bad.
the Lumberjacks. Yeah. So I
No,
can't.
I've seen it, and it's so bad. It's just so bad.
I couldn't watch the whole thing.
And
I just walked away.
the worst part of it, though, is the crowd that it draws. They don't know what they're doing. Why are you standing here watching it?
Yeah, well, it's like a car crash. It's like rubbernecking. That's a thing that gets me the most. I mean, I don't know. It's
so bad.
Yeah. And, Mom and I were talking about trying to compare. Okay, well, now let's talk. Her and I were saying, okay, let's talk about the talent that was replaced by this. That's a no-brainer because I love musical acts, and they replaced Off Kilter, so that's bad. Morocco, the new band over at Morocco.
They are awesome. I love them.
Oh, really? So you did get to see them?
I did. I sent Mom recordings and everything. I'm surprised she didn't show you.
Oh, really? No, we didn't. Talk
Yeah,
about
they were really good. Like they're definitely comparable to Moroccan, and they dance. The singers come down and dance, and it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed it.
Well, I'll give you my opinion. I think they got the crowd involved and that was fun. Clapping or doing just some crowd participation, which I love, and that was awesome. They had a bunch of kids having fun and dancing out front and shaking around, hitting drums or something like that. But I mean, I do like the Moroccan, like the rock music kind of stuff. So their music was more traditional. It was more chanting kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think it's cool because it's more cultural.
I really enjoyed it. Like I just thought it fit so well in that pavilion, and they were all really into it.
Yeah.
And it just made it so much fun and exciting and lively, and I really enjoyed it.
So if we're comparing that to Moroccan,
Comparable.
It's comparable. Yeah, I would go with that. I'll go along with you there.
Yeah, if you like Moroccan, you would like
I think so.
the new show.
Yeah, I think it's fun to check out. Now the next one was the Italian. I can't even say some of these names. It's the flag waving performers.
That's okay. You don't have to butcher the name. Just it's the flag wavers.
Yeah, let's not embarrass myself. The flag waving performers. These are young Italian boys. So if you like good looking Italian young kids, you're probably gonna like this show. They come out with trumpets and a drum, and honestly, the performance in terms of wow is not that big a deal. I didn't think. Like they're throwing flags, and they talk a little bit. And when you listen, I actually recorded the whole thing. I'm going to chop it up and probably have the end and the beginning, and maybe part of their talking, because it's not that interesting to listen to on a podcast. But so that one replaced the ZD Sisters, which I think is a lose.
It's sad.
I like the comedy acts too, besides music acts. So I miss the ZD Sisters in that regard.
Me too.
All right. Did you see the flag waving performers?
I walked by them.
Okay.
Nothing to speak of.
Yeah. Now I did probably my favorite of all four of these would be the new act over at the UK Pavilion, and this is the Paul McKenna Band and Celtic folk music.
Fantastic.
I actually bought a bunch of Celtic music, folk music, I guess, if you will. I really like that kind of music. And they do some instrumentals. They do singing. The guy who sings is very good. They have a violinist and
a flautist.
Yeah, plays the flute and the clarinet, I think, too.
Yep.
And somebody with a little kind of hand drum there. Keeping a beat going.
And she sings too.
Yeah, they sing and very nice. Very nice.
It was so relaxing.
Yeah. For me, I say we get a whole gang of people and throw the Lumberjacks off the stage. We put them up there, but that's just me.
It's true. I agree. but I will say that I did not enjoy them as much as I did the UK Players. They are a great band, but I miss the Players.
Yeah, I want both. I know.
I would like both. But it was sad that they replaced them.
No, I did love that comedy act because I love that English comedy.
Yeah, it's such a classic.
Yeah.
It's so sad they got rid of it because that's like such like a huge thing about the English is their humor.
Yeah,
It's just dry, fantastic humor.
I love that. I love that English humor. Love the old TV shows.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. All right, we're going to move on over to Magic Kingdom, the Laugh Floor, where this one of my bucket list items of my life.
I'm so angry about this.
I can probably die now. Yeah, I'm a little angry that you weren't able to see it. It was just Mom and I. But I was that guy. I was picked for that guy. And actually, to your credit, Lindsay, I think I remembered you mentioning to me that it looks like they picked the same row or almost chair where that guy sits up in the front.
Yeah.
To the right-hand side if you're looking at the stage. And so Mom was going off to the left, and I kind of pulled her. I said, I want to sit up here. I didn't really tell her why. But I wanted to be that guy. And I must say, I feel I did a wonderful performance.
I wish I'd seen it. I'm so sad. I would have bought the DVD.
I worked so hard to make my facial expressions and really ham it up as much as I could. And then I was walking out when the lady said, "You did a great job." One of the guests there.
That's great.
So, yes, I can die in peace now. I was that guy. I have the sticker. I'll have to post it. I've been wanting to post that on Facebook.
Can I interject something?
Yeah.
I did something else new today.
What else did you do?
I'd like to review.
Yeah.
I only did one of them, so it's not a complete review, but I did do the Pirates Adventure in Adventureland today for the first time.
Yeah, what is that?
Okay, so it's basically it's less comparable to the Sorcerer's Magic Kingdom and more to the Agent P's World Showcase Adventure, because everything that you interact with is actually like a physical object, like a statue or that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't know what I mean?
No, go ahead. Yep.
No, they're like animatronics and like actual objects in the parks.
Okay.
Like that, if you didn't know were part of the game, you would think they were just decor.
Right. I like how they do that.
Yeah, it's really, really cool because I know that I'd walked by these things for a long time, and to see them actually come to life was really neat. So I just did the very first adventure, and it's around the story of Calypso and Captain Jack is basically what it is. So it is Pirates of the Caribbean themed, and it's really, really cool. You get squirted with water, and there's lots of lights and special effects, and yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun, and you get to keep a special map for each adventure that you go on. So it's not like Sorcerer's of the Magic Kingdom where you collect cards. It's like you actually get a physical, it's like a 2-foot map.
Treasure map.
It's a treasure map. It's an actual treasure map, and they're beautiful.
Well, you're getting to do things that people that go for 1 or 2 trips of their life really probably would never get a chance to do because they're doing all the big attractions. Yeah. And these 2 things at Magic Kingdom are really subtle things that I think they're really fun for kids. And if you've got the time,
they're a great distraction, or if you just want to slow down a little bit,
right,
and keep the kids occupied. It's definitely a great thing because there were no lines at all for this these interactive things either. Like whereas there are lines for Sorcerer's Magic Kingdom, there's no lines for Pirates.
Perfect.
That I experienced. So it's great, and it's only in that one area too, so you really don't have to travel too far.
Yeah.
So it was great. I highly recommend it. Definitely a great time waster thing to have fun with while you're waiting for a fast pass, which is why I did it.
Yeah, right. Well, the next one is, I alluded to this in the intro, which was losing a hat on Splash Mountain.
Oh, so sad.
After Mom, she keeps reminding me, she told me to take the hat off, and I didn't do it. And like a little kid, I was punished by losing my hat down the briar patch.
It took another victim.
Yes. I did call the Lost and Found the next day, and they informed me that it probably was chewed up by the gears of Splash Mountain. And so that was that, but that was the first time I ever done something stupid like that and lost something.
Yeah, and it was your Camaro hat that you got at Test Track.
Right.
You forgot to mention.
I really love it, that Camaro hat. But now I got a new one because my sweetest daughter in the world sent me a brand new one, which I wore
the week later I went to Test Track and got another one. So.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome, Dad.
And now the next one is first time finally trying the counter service in Morocco.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah, Mom and I, she promised me on Friday we'd go do that, and we did. And it is good. I didn't get adventurous. I just ate I think a beef with the rice kind of thing instead of.
I'm not surprised.
I want to, I got to try lamb. I don't know what my problem is. It's just, I'm sure I'll like it. I don't know. Something, I don't know. It's a meat that it's funny. I grew up on eating meat at my home that I grew up in. My dad was a big meat eater, and we had lamb before. So I don't know. But
maybe you have like a mental block on it for some reason.
I don't know what my problem is. I got this feeling it's going to be gamey. I don't know why.
It's not.
I know. And I'm sure they have great spices for it. I should have been more adventurous. But that, that could be another first for another time. Mm. And this was the first time that I can think of, Lindsay, that we met up with friends from back home that were down there on vacation. And we got to say hi. And we had lunch together. That was the first day, too. We went over to Epcot.
That was really cool.
We actually went over to Epcot after Magic Kingdom, right?
Yep.
And had lunch over at Four Seasons with good friends of ours from our church. Mm-hmm. And they were leaving the next day, I think. So we just...
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
So we that was fun. We got a chance to take some pictures and have lunch. And then we all went our separate ways. This was the first time I did the walk from Grand Floridian through the Polynesian to the Ticket and Transportation Center, which is a nice, beautiful walkway. And we did that at night after dinner over at the Grand Floridian.
Yeah, that's the night that I went back out to Magic Kingdom and you guys walked back.
That's right. And I also did something stupid because you can't get the bus at the Ticket and Transportation Center back to the resorts. You have
to go to the Magic Kingdom.
You have to go to the Magic Kingdom, so we had to get on we actually sat there and watched Wishes, and they were playing the music over at the Ticket and Transportation Center across from the lake.
How's the view over there? Because I was almost going to do that because I drive now to the Magic Kingdom. So.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Not bad at all. Except when people walk in front of you. No, not at all. Yeah. Okay. We sat on a wall there and took a little rest. And we hadn't found out yet that we made a mistake. We watched that because it was starting. Walked over and talked to a little information booth, and they informed us we got to get back on the monorail. And that was all recorded. I have a lot of that recorded on the live trip reporting. Okay. One thing I wanted to mention, too, that I noticed I never knew this before, and I have a friend, Gail, who's going to be staying at the Shades of Green. There's actually a path there if you cross the street from the Shades of Green, there's a pathway that goes right over to the Polynesian.
Yes, there is. That's so cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's really accessible for anyone staying at the Shades of Green, which makes that... God, I can't wait till she stays there and gives me a review of that.
I just keep hearing great things about that resort, and I just hope it's everything that she is hoping for and needs when she's there.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it.
I just hear wonderful things about it.
I know. I recommended it to her because of its proximity to the resort loop in Magic Kingdom. I think that's great, and it's a it's a high scale resort too, with nice rooms. From what I've heard. Got to see the new lobby at the Polynesian.
Yes, we did.
So
it's beautiful.
Got to see it firsthand.
Dinky little fountain, but besides that, it's beautiful.
Well, I wanted to add this actually at the top of my list, but we've already started talking about it. But this is the first time that I actually did a live trip reporting with the recorder, my new recorder from Christmas time. And a little bit of experimenting because I hadn't really tested it very much. And it does have great microphones. It picked up things very well. Lesson learned, I should have wore the little muffler that goes on top of it. What do you call that? And you get the little wind noise not so bad, or if you get too close to the mic, that kind of thing. But I think it came out really great. And with that, we did some live interviewing of other guests. Now, which was awesome. I had some great moments with talking. You always have those little chats with the guests.
Yeah,
everyone's so relaxed, and I was a little bit nervous, saying, "Hey, I'm from the podcast, and can we record you?" And I got good reception from doing that.
That's good.
I would have liked to have done it more, but the very first person that my mom was going, there was a guy on the bus. He was a grandfather, and his son. They were on opposite ends of the bus at the time.
I heard the story.
Yeah, and the grandfather yells over to his son, who's not a kid, right? He's an adult with his own family was there. And they must have been staying... Yeah, they were staying at Pop, obviously. And he says, "Hey, son, did you eat your prunes?" We all started laughing, and it started up a conversation. We're talking and talking, and somewhere along the line, Margie, Mom says, "Hey, you should record them for the podcast." I think she was the one that mentioned it to me. And then by that time, we were getting off the bus and walking over to Epcot, and I did ask him if he, and I must have not hit the record, or I messed up the record button, and I didn't get the interview.
Oh no!
And I was pretty sure I missed it, and then sure enough, when I got back, I realized. But I did get 2 young ladies that were waiting in line there. I did get their recording. That is on the live trip reporting. So that was like one of the first ones I did. Yeah, so I fumbled around. Maybe it's the opposite buttons on my stop and play that's messed up on my recorder that messed me up. Maybe a little bit of nerves. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to do that again. And you're going to do it for me sometimes, I think, too, with your iPhone.
I won't interview people, but I will talk to you.
Yeah. Tell us what's going on when you're walking through. Got to see the baby gorillas over at the Animal Kingdom.
Finally.
I didn't get a good look at them because the mamas were blocking him a little bit. One of them I could see better than the other. I could see his head, and she was cradling him while sitting down. The other one was blocked pretty good. And she was right up against the glass. I still couldn't really see the baby very well, but I love watching the gorillas. And last time I was there, they weren't out at all. No,
they weren't. They were out way in the back.
This time they were inactive. They were sitting there, but they weren't doing a whole lot. Fun, but I did get to see the baby gorilla, which was very cool. And speaking of Animal Kingdom, and I did this last time when you and I went over, we made it a point that it was a must do to go over to Rafiki's. On the train and see what was up there because we hadn't been up there in a long time. Well, we did it again this time.
Yeah.
Mom and I and Renata and Lauren was with us.
Okay.
And they were doing a surgery on an antelope there.
Oh, wow.
On a broken leg.
Oh, no.
And I did capture some of that on the live trip reporting too. That was really cool. I mean, I was like, wow.
You don't see that kind of thing every day. No, it's crazy.
But they were taking care of, he broke it the day before, and she said they were going to take care of it that day. It was a Wednesday. They don't normally have something going on necessarily. Yeah. But, they have glass there, and they show you what the veterinarians are doing. And they're pretty open on what's going on in there. Very, very, very cool. I don't remember doing this ever or even noticing, even when you and I were over there last time, Lindsay, but there's a petting zoo over there.
There is?
Yeah, there's a petting zoo.
Where?
And right when you walk out of that building where the veterinarian station is, just to the right there's a petting zoo.
I'm pretty sure it was closed last time we were there because otherwise I would have been all over that.
Yeah, well, you'll have to check it out. There's goats. Mom loves those little goats.
Oh, my gosh, me too.
And I'm trying to think what else is over there.
Don't tell me that. I'm going to spend all my money feeding the goats.
Little horses. Yeah. Can you feed them? I don't remember if you can feed them.
I don't know. Sometimes you can.
Them, though. Then you got to wash your hands. And I really wanted to record Guitar Dan because he writes impromptu songs for people. And I wanted Mom she was staying over at the petting zoo. I'm like trying to get her attention to come with me. And I think I missed one of the songs I wanted to record, but I ended up recording one of his songs. But the other thing he did, and again, I think this is kind of another first, he got a little circle together with Chip and Dale, and they had fun little song games with the kids.
Oh, that's so cute.
And yeah, it was Chip and Dale. They were funny. Chip kept picking his nose. Chip or Dale, I can't remember which one. And he would wipe it on somebody.
Oh my God.
And the kids they were all scolding the chipmunks for being, because those chipmunks are kind of
they're fresh.
They're fresh. Yeah, that's the word. And that was a lot of fun. And I think I pretty much covered it. Maybe one last thing. This is the first time I ever drove down and flew back.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll do the opposite next time.
Yeah, next time when I get you, I'm going to have to fly down and drive back.
Yeah, which is not going to be nearly as fun.
We had a chance to stop at a few places on the way in. I got some new
South
bottle
of
openers.
The border.
New magnet. Yeah, right. New magnets for my refrigerator collection.
I bought a bunch of magnets for my refrigerator. I got a bunch of good ones that are going to come home with us.
All right. Well, we went pretty long. This is going to be a long episode once we add in the live reporting for part 4 and the final part, and which wraps up the trip.
Yep.
Lindsay, anything else for right now?
No, but I'll keep you all updated on what's going on in Magic Kingdom and all over the rest of the resort as I'm here.
So we'll let you listen into the part 4, and then I'll wrap it up at the end, and enjoy that. This is going to be an extra long episode. See you in a minute. Okay, this is just an amazing day here at Epcot. Crystal blue sky. And I'm just having a little seat here while Mama goes to the bathroom over in Morocco. And we just finished watching the Paul McKenna band. That was her first time, my second time listening to it. I just bought some brand new batteries for a little over $6 for 4 Rayovacs. And that's cool. I'm very excited. I got to see Baloo. I told him he was my favorite as a kid, and he was so excited about that. Got a couple pictures with him. And unfortunately, over in the French pavilion, the Grey Goose Slushy was closed. So we are on our way over to Italy, and I think I'll stop in Germany and get a beer to hold me over, because we're going to check out the new musical flag act over in Italy. And there's 3 acts that we're going to try out today that are brand new, so we're excited. Okay, so I was just interrupted with someone commenting on Mama's bag. But Mama, so what's the plan since you couldn't get your Grey Goose Slushy? Do you have a plan B?
It kind of shocks me that the French don't have a place to have a drink open at, what time is it, 12 o'clock? The Grey Goose Slushy was the plan. My second choice was going to be the Maracas, but then I think I remembered that Italy has a limoncello Rita, so let's go check it out.
All right, that sounds like a good plan B. So I got to decide whether it's going to be a beer or some kind of slushy in Italy, if it does exist. We are now passing through Japan. It looks like a long walk to Italy, but in reality, it doesn't take very long if you're just cruising along and trying to get to that country. But we want to get over there by 12:10 so we can see the new musical flag act over there, and that is really cool. Yeah, we're going to stop and take a nice picture of the Japanese pavilion looking out towards the Epcot ball. I can hear the lumberjack show going on across there in Canada. There's some crowd. They get really big crowds for that show, which is kind of surprising. Quite honestly, if it were me, I'd take the Paul McKenna band and I would kick off those lumberjacks and let the nice Scottish folk band play instead. I think I'd enjoy that more, to be quite honest with you. And then that would be that. Mama's just commenting how there is like nobody here. This is about noontime on a Friday. I guess President's Weekend is coming up, and some of the schools have Monday and Tuesday off. So, boy, we're really having a great time here, because we know we're not going to have this kind of weather and such a beautiful day back home when we get there. It'll be back to the grind and the snow and the cold and all that stuff. But for now, we are really enjoying ourselves, and I'm glad we get to see some of these new acts. You'll record them too.
spettacolo rinascimentale del gioco della bandiera. We are the sbandieratori of San Sepolcro. San Sepolcro is in Tuscany, in the heart of Italy. And today we perform for you a typical traditional show of flag waving. It's a Renaissance performance. And now please enjoy for 15 minutes to come back to the past and feel the Italian history and taste the Italian tradition. Thank you.
All right, it's nice and quiet here, having a nice relaxing sit down, and they just finished with these Renaissance flag throwers and music with the trumpets and the drum. And I was asking Mama, she's finishing up her lemon margarita, Italian margarita, and enjoying the little music here. It's very quiet here. I was checking out the menus over at the Tutto Gusto wine cellar. Yeah, some really good selections there. I think it's a luncheon menu, and looks pretty good. And of course they have wine, and it's a nice place to sit in there. We've done that before. Late after Epcot hours we did that. But Via Napoli looks good. They have the pizzas, and it's a beautiful area here. But I was saying, Mama, she said she liked that. It was a nice historical show of the Renaissance for Italy, but it did replace the Ziti sisters, which we really enjoyed, and it's too bad to see them go and put in this show, but that's what it is. And again, we always feel sad when some of our favorite shows are gone, but there you go. And now it's past 12 o'clock, and I'm feeling a little bit hungry. I think we're going to head back, trace our tracks backwards, and go over to Morocco for lunch, because we've never done the counter service there for lunch. And I think it's high time we tried that. And then at 1 o'clock there is the new musical act there, and we'll see if they're any better or worse than Moroccan. All right, so Mama, you just had your lemon margarita. Now, which is better, would you say? The Mexican margarita, lemon lime, or the lemon margarita in Italy?
That was the limoncello and tequila. And it was good, it was tasty, but I still prefer my margarita from Mexico.
Okay, there you have it, folks. The margarita in Mexico still is number one. The lime margarita in Mexico is still number one, and it's hard to beat. So, but I like the lemon margarita. It was good. I think they're a little smaller, funny enough, in the other countries. Nobody seems to have the biggest one or the tallest one beyond the Mexican margarita, and it still stands tall as the best one.
Yeah. Refer to the Park Times Guide for information on the next performance. Salam.
All right, we finished our lunch over in Morocco, and it was very good. I went the safe route and had a beef wrap, a nice spice to it, and some French fries. Mama, what did you have for lunch?
I had the chicken shawarma platter. And
What
that
was it?
was roast chicken, tabbouleh salad, couscous, and pita bread with baklava for dessert. It was very, very tasty. It took me about 40 minutes to eat that, too.
Right, we almost missed the musical act because we were enjoying our lunch. I thought we had plenty of time, but we got up and I listened to the musical act, and they were fun. And they got the crowd going, and they danced around with some young kids were there, and some ladies were having a good time, playing the drums and tambourines and dancing all over the place. That was fun. But I think still, I would say Moroccan was probably more of a entrancing, and I like the rock music part of that show. But anyways, this little band was fun. A little bit different, a little more cultural, and that's fine. But we are still having just an awesome time here. We're over in Japan for the moment, but we got to make our way over to the Germany pavilion and pick up some, I think it was caramel corn that a friend of ours wanted us to get for them. And that's what we're going to do. And I just want to make sure for 3 o'clock we can see the Chinese acrobats. Other than that, not much of a plan, but just hanging around. We just spent some time in the Morocco pavilion, which is probably more time than I've ever spent there, checking out the back part there where there's some shops.
I just thought of something. Lindsay's on her way to Magic Kingdom to do her traditions walk.
All right.
All dressed up as one of the newbies.
Yeah, that's cool. We saw us when we were walking out of Magic Kingdom yesterday. We were seeing a traditions group out there in front of the park. And now Lindsay is over there. But for right now, I am walking over to the koi pond, which I really love, the koi pond here in Japan. And I don't know where Mama's going. She's just walking around the Japanese pavilion. So we'll check in with you later. See ya. All right, we're continuing our day here. We just came out of Germany. There were long beer lines, and the crowds now have definitely gotten here. Mama had to go into the Werther store and pick up some fresh-made caramel popcorn for a friend back home, Christy. So she was here earlier in the week with her son, Andrew. Okay, I'm in the elevator. It's 6:30 in the morning, Saturday, our last day. And wow, Disney time is definitely 4 times faster than back home. I can't believe how fast this week went. Yeah, it is chilly this morning. I'm walking past the pool here at Pop Century, but we got another no cloud sky. I can see the moon up here. It's still a little bit dark. Sun hasn't come up yet. There's a plane flying right by the moon. Very cool. Not a cloud in the sky. Crystal clear sky again. Yesterday was such a perfect day. Having fun at my favorite park, Epcot, seeing lots of the entertainment at Epcot, and just spending time just relaxing and going nice and easy. But it sure did go fast. And then we left the park there on bus about 5 o'clock, I believe it was, because we wanted to have dinner at the Art of Animation, which is right next to Pop, and it's separated by a lake and a bridge that you can walk over. And hadn't had a chance all week to get over there, so we decided to go check out that food court. And Mama had a great idea. Why don't we just take the bus to Art of Animation from Epcot? And that was very cool. It's a pretty quick bus ride from Epcot. And it was, I gotta say, all week the buses were no problem. There's only one bus stop here,
and you don't have to stop at a lot of different places. They go direct. They were timely. Some of the times Lindsay gave us a ride when she was available. Yesterday she spent most of her day at the training Disney University calls Traditions, and she was texting us pictures. She got her set of mouse ears. It was her first paid work day. She seemed to be having a great time making new friends and just having a good time. I know later in that program they go over to Magic Kingdom. Sometimes you see them in the parks walking through with a guide explaining parts of Magic Kingdom, I suppose. Hope to hear all about it later. And we've had to change our flight because we're hearing of a big major snowstorm, maybe a blizzard in Connecticut today, later this afternoon, and we were able to change our flight at no charge over to 11:50, arriving like 2:30 this afternoon. We were going to have a later flight. It is Valentine's Day. We wanted to spend our last day opening up Magic Kingdom and having a nice romantic day until our flight, but that is going to have to go by the wayside because we want to get home safely, pick up our dogs, which the kennel closes at 4 o'clock, so this will give us time to do that. All right, I'm at the food court, going to get my coffee, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, got my coffee. I had to push the play button there while the music was playing. It's kind of cool at the pop. They have the music playing. Also, I wanted to mention over at Art of Animation, it's a beautiful resort. And funny enough, it is, as far as the buildings go, the exact same architecture or design. The lobby and the food court and the where you check in, the front desk is all identical to Pop. The buildings, of course, have different designs, and I'm sure the rooms, as we know, have different caricatures and that kind of thing, but they're like a exact duplicate of the Pop Resort. And I gotta tell you, it was a really nice stay. I'm enjoying it here. If you were coming here with your family for the first time and you were on a budget and you want to save some money, and your kids are small, it's a nice place to stay, and we enjoyed it. Certainly can tell the difference between the value and the deluxe because of the location, and I think the deluxe definitely adds another dimension to your vacation, as well as easily to get to the park if you're staying at an Epcot or a Magic Kingdom resort. But all in all, we had a very good, nice stay here. And this morning, what we're going to do is bring our bags over to the airport, check in, and then we'll have breakfast, and we'll eat up our last 2 meal plan meals for breakfast. But yesterday I wanted to mention over at Epcot, we saw the Chinese acrobats, which were fantastic, and then we went. I'm trying to remember here. We went over to Innoventions. Mama wanted to try some of the Innovention stuff. We actually had some fun over there. There was a game, like a healthy kind of game with video screens, and they directed you to do different exercises kind of thing. And it was almost like a body video game thing. Fortunately, it was only her and I doing it. It would have been a lot more fun if there were more people doing it. Kids running around, squishing bad monsters and that kind of thing. That was pretty fun. I didn't know that was in there. What else did we do over there? We did ride the Spaceship Earth again. Unfortunately, our video screen there that shows you when you pick we picked work. Maybe that's why it didn't work. But instead of picking leisure or some of the other activities to start out, I picked work and went through the whole menu. And then the video did not play back for us. It started and it just stopped. So maybe that's a premonition. Shouldn't pick work when you're doing that ride. And anyways, we just had a really fun time. Lindsay's all set, and now we have to go home, fight the cold weather. It's kind of funny down here. They were warning people on the news about a freeze alert getting down to 36 degrees in the morning, and that you might want to stay indoors today because it's only going to be 60 degrees, but we're flying into a blizzard up north. Kind of interesting. We had a nice conversation last night after we finished over Art of Animation. We walked over the bridge and took lots of pictures. It's a huge resort. I mean, there's just so many buildings, a big lake, and then we saw one of the security guards on the other side next to our building just about, and he was telling me how he retired from up north back in 2007. He works a couple days a week here at Disney, and he sells real estate, and we had a nice conversation with him. But here I am. I'm out looking out at the lake. I just took one more last look, and we got some runners out here, and it is chilly right now. My hands are cold holding the microphone and the recorder, but it's just going to be another beautiful morning. I just hope we have a nice flight, get out here, get home, have enough time to pick up our dogs, and make it home safely in the snow. All right, we will spend the rest of the day, once we get home, probably editing this out, and then we'll have a show to produce. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Hey, every Christmas ain't got to be a white Christmas. I bet you that one.
Yep.
I spray my windows. That way I can scrub it off. So, ladies and gentlemen, once we get outside of Disney property, the TV that you watching, it will start scrambling. Don't get scared. It just letting you know you're no longer on Disney property, but you're still on vacation. Until I get you. When I tell you I'm at Orlando International Airport, then you go, oh.
Yeah.
Then you know it's time to kick in. Time to go back to work.
Yeah.
Time to go to school. Time to have fun in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a washroom in the back of the coach. Is it too hot on the coach?
Yeah.
It's pretty warm back there.
Yeah.
Well, I've been at work since 3 o'clock this morning. So it was like 45.
Oh, it's nice.
You see what I don't have no jacket on. I've been like this all day. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a bathroom in the back of the coach. If you have to go, please be careful as you walk through the coach. So sit back and relax, enjoy the ride, and I'll talk to you all once we get to that mean airport.
Well, here we are at the airport after a week's vacation in Disney World, and we got about an hour before our flight at 11:50 up to Hartford, where we're hearing it's going to start snowing at 1 o'clock. Flight arrives about 2:30. We called in to the kennel to see if we can pick up our dogs and see if they can be ready for us. They have a bath and dry off, and hopefully we can get through the snow in our Yukon and pick them up with no problem and get home before this blizzard arrives. I just think it's really cruel that this flight crew can take us from beautiful, sunny, 60-degree Florida up to Connecticut for a blizzard and drop us off there. But hey, that's where we live. What are you going to do? And we're hearing it's going to be cold for the rest of February, but that's where can someone please remind me why I live in Connecticut? I don't know, but that's where we live. I know that's where family is, but anyways, it was a fun week, and looking forward to see the dogs and get hunkered down, unbury my car, get a new battery, start it up, and get ready for work on Monday. At least I'll have all day Sunday to kind of just relax. Boy, feeling really tired now that this week is over. I don't know. Usually I can't nap on the plane, but we'll see how we do. And we're just going to sit here and relax and then get ready for that flight. I just hope that we can land and there's no delays. And then we got like a 45-minute ride to home from the airport normally. Just got to take a slightly different route so we can go pick up our dogs. But that's it for now. And hope you enjoyed our daily chat as you could live through our vacation as we did this week. It was fun, and Lindsay's here now to work for 6 months, and we'll have her on the podcast hopefully via Skype, and she continue to co-host and tell us what's going on down here at Disney World. All right, we will talk to you again real soon. Thanks for listening. Goodbye. Well, Lindsay, that's it. 4 parts of live trip reporting. I know everyone is sad that is over. And
It was pretty cool.
I wish I was down there to do more of it. Maybe someday when I retire, I'll be able to do more of that live trip reporting, or the next time we go down, which might be soon. We'll see. But I just want to remind you guys before we check out that you too can be a guest on our show. If you got a trip report or a great idea for a top 5 topic, you can chat us.
Or something that you want me to try out and report back on.
Yeah.
Let us know that too.
We got our princess on the ground with her glass slippers. She can do some recon for us. So yes, any questions, if you're trying to get a trip together, if you're brand new, you want some tips or some opinions of ours, hey, contact us. Go out to the Geekin on WDW.com contact us page. You can see that I've got our Twitter listed there at Geekin on WDW. Geekin on WDW on Twitter. Kurt.Stone at Geekin on WDW.com. Yeah, take advantage of that. And, please support our show. You can retweet. You can share our Twitter or Facebook posts. We put that out every Monday. And we'd really appreciate that. Tell your friends about us. Do a 5-star iTunes review. Okay, stop the car. Pull out your iPhone. No,
safely.
Don't do that.
And make a review.
Make a mental note. And when you get home, give us a 5-star iTunes review. I think I'm stuck on number 13. I don't like being on number 13. Really would love that. And that would be awesome. People get to see the popularity of the show, and we'll tune in and listen. Lindsay, we've had some great downloads this week, by the way, like our best in 3-day period ever.
Wow.
All right, everyone, thanks. This was an extra long show, and I hope you enjoyed it. We had fun doing it. Thanks for going Geekin on WDW with us. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.
You like that one?
Very good.
I love my new hat.
I'm so
my new old hat. I was wearing it today.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This is episode 56.